This is your weekly trip to Paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance, Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, Louisiana Fish Fry Products, Veterans Help Foundation, Relief Windows, Experience, Quality, Service, Catering Cajun, creative catering from casual to corporate. Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience. Murphy Law Firm, don't be a victim twice. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome to the Thanksgiving edition of Paradise, Louisiana. I'm Gary Risponi and my co-host. It must be Thanksgiving week. I think everybody's in the woods or on the water hunting and fishing. I know I promised you have a special guest, but today, this week, you got me. We got a lot to be thankful for. We got a good show coming up. We got a lot of information coming up. We're starting off right here with Superior Bait and Tackle. We need to be very thankful that these people have been hosting us for the whole year. I want to thank Mark and all the crew over here. They do a great job. We don't want to forget them. Christmas coming up. Don't forget all around the state. Don't forget some of your little local fishing stores and bait stores and hunting and gun shops. That's the ones that make special orders for you. So we don't want to forget them. A lot of things to be thankful for. Again, I'm going to tell you, we're going to make a visit to the State Goose and Duck Calling Championships. We've been holding a while. We was waiting for duck season. And when the duck season came here, we had a lot of reports. Another reason was trying to get a report come in from the Wildlife and Fisheries. Well, this week's been a busy week for them. Holidays, they ain't working for 3 days. It was hard to get Larry Reynolds, but I believe we'll get him on. We want to find out what happened. You know, his last flyover, it was bad report in the paper. Poor Joe Macalusa had the report. It was accurate the way it was, but they showed up that weekend and they're still showing up all over the state. We get more of that in the duck report. We also made a trip. The Wildlife and Fisheries had their annual awards banquet. Volunteers, VIP awards, aquatic education. They gave the awards out for the third year. These are people that spend many hours educating, going to class to learn how to do it. And I got to be there that night while they gave out the awards and made a visit there, and we want to do that. We got a tournament report coming. At the end of the year, we're winding down right now, but the Junior Southwest Bass Masters, they had one at Bob Black, and we got a report on them. Tremendous duck report. We got a fishing report, another good, great fishing report. This is fall time of the year. They're showing up all over in the marsh. They still catching fish at Grand Isle. So we're going to have a good fishing report. I got one deer picture I meant to show last week. I didn't get to show you. And we got some duck reports. I couldn't believe I didn't have the picture. I don't know what happened. I sent them to Chris. But Burris and Ryan Lambert and them had one of the best openings they ever had, just a few days before. So in the duck report, we had them. And then Todd Graves and Randy Young. I used to go there on the opening weekend and watch them guys have fun and cook and watch ball games. It was really a family affair. So some of their pictures I didn't send last week, but we got another report this week. So I'm going to see if I forget anything. I don't think we got anything, but we're going to make a visit with Chaz again and get some reports from over there in the southeast, around the Lake Pontchartrain area. We got another good fishing report from Miss Angie and them over there at Lake Catherine Marina. I want to talk again. I want to give you a little expert advice. We got some people that have been sending some videos, and we have time. I might run some of that. So, but extensive duck report. Stay tuned for Paradise, Louisiana. Seagan Lane. this is the way to go right here. If you're in the Baton Rouge area, just come on out. Mark and his crew will be glad to take care of you. Superior Bait and Tackle.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana. Voted Best of Louisiana Outdoors 3 years in a row.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at Olin's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. Olin's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Usually, every year in August, we make a trip in the last week in August to the Duck Festival. Well, this year they moved the Duck Festival back, to later in the year, around October or September. But they kept the duck calling championships the same weekend they normally did. So we had a conflict we didn't get to go, but Trevor Van Pram, one of our camera guys, went over there and spent the whole day, and it's all day affair. They start off with the local, what they call blind calling, meat calling, the regular gate-on champions that have been there for years and years. Well, they do that. But what we want to bring y'all is the state champions, state goose and duck calling championship. So you're going to hear an array of them, and we're going to see some of the kids getting their awards and some of the people that the duck callers go to the World Championships in Stuttgart. It's sometime this month. These people will be up there, and we'll find out. We've only had one world champion come from Louisiana. That was Fred Pornell. But in the intermediate, we done had 2. We had the young boy from Welsh, and then one of the, hold on a second. What's the, hey there, so excuse me. And we've had 2. We had the young boy from Welsh, and then we had one of the Haydell brothers, okay? They won the World Championships in Stuttgart in the intermediate. Now, I don't think we'd ever won a junior championship, but I don't even know if they have a junior championship. But these people that you're hearing right now, except for the goose callers, and I'm going to tell you one of the most popular things is the spec calling. It's just unbelievable how many people participate in the spec calling contest, and they go through round after round after round. So, like they say in sports, with time constraints that we're going to bring you a little of it. Let me give you a little demonstration right here. See if you want to hear my spec calling. Ain't too good. I ain't hit break through. My duck calling. That's meat calling. That's what it's blind. You're never going to see me win the championship, but you see them bands? Let's go to the state goose and duck calling championships in Gaydon, Louisiana.
We have here today the 2018 Duck Festival State Championship caller, Mr. Vincent Marsiglia. Vince, give us your name, where you're from, and how often you've competed in this competition.
My name is Vincent Marsiglia. I'm from Tickfall, Louisiana, which is a little bit north of Hammond. I've been coming to this contest since 2014, and I've competed every year since.
And you've won quite a bit of these, haven't you?
Yes, sir. I've won the team meet twice. I've placed third in the Main Street once, and I place in the meet every year.
Now, where do you go from here, my brother?
Only up, hopefully.
You headed to the World Championship?
Yes, sir. I'm going to Stuttgart, Arkansas on November 26th, I believe.
Have you been there before?
No, sir. This is my first time.
Awesome. All right. What do you think you attribute to your success in this?
Hard work and determination. It's taken a lot of practice, and this contest is not easy. There's a lot of great guys that put hours and hours and hours of practice in that are just fantastic duck callers and great guys, and it takes a lot to win a contest like this. It's nothing real easy, and it's something that a lot of hard work and determination comes behind.
That duck call is a lot like a musical instrument, isn't it?
It's exactly a musical instrument. It's just like a clarinet. It's got a tone board, it's got a reed and a barrel that you put air through. It's just like playing any musical instrument there is.
Well, here's our state champion, Mr. Vincent Marsiglia. Good luck, my brother. I hope you kick all their butts up there.
How you doing, Gary? First of all, congratulations on winning both the Louisiana State Speckled Belly Senior Contest and the Gaydon Duck Festival Open Senior Contest. How does it feel to win those?
Man, I'm ecstatic, Robbie. I mean, I've been calling this contest for 15 years since I was 12 years old and played second, third, fourth, fifth, you name it. And the win has eluded me and finally got to close in on it this year. I'm very excited. Love it.
And you closed in on big fashion, winning 2, and you waited to win 15 years, but when you did it, you won 2 of them.
That's right, did it right. And I mean, it's just hard work. It took a while to get here, but finally got here, and I feel like weight's off my shoulders. But Gaydon's Gaydon. It's not Worlds and it's not this and that, but it's Gaydon. It means a lot to us down here in the calling community, and I'm just happy to be here and appreciate y'all giving us the opportunity.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming. If you could give any advice to young callers, what would it be?
Just practice. Practice really does make perfect. When you pick up a call, don't look at it as a call or this, that, and the other. It's an instrument. When you're on that thing, it's an instrument to mimic an animal. Just practice and try to be like that animal as much as you can.
And to me, I would always tell young callers is just get up there, have fun, because it takes a lot of guts just to step out on that stage. Absolutely. There's a lot of people that can't do it. They would get up there and freeze up and wouldn't even be able to blow a note. So just get up there and have fun.
Absolutely. A lot of my young callers, I'll train them up and get them to a point where they're comfortable and get them on stage and get what we call stage time. Just get out there and do it and have fun and get those nerves out the way. And like I said, I've been doing it for 15 years and I love it.
What kind of call were you blowing?
I was blowing the Vendetta waterfowl Bad Guy. We make them right there in Homewood. If you'd like to pick one up, vendettawaterfowl.com. You can get in contact with us, and we also do lessons and things like that for younger guys or older guys if you're just wanting to pick up on something. But again, I thank you, Mr. Robbie.
Well, Garrett, I thank you for coming, and I'm glad you won. Like I said, I feel like I've seen you growing up. You've been coming here for so long.
It's been a while.
Sometimes you were kind of a pain, and sometimes, like last year, you helped out a lot whenever we really needed the help. Congratulations, and thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Mr. Robbie.
Okay. Alex, how does it feel to win today?
It was pretty good. I can't lie, it was good.
Was this your first time coming here?
No, sir.
How many times have you came?
Probably three or four years.
Okay, so you're another one that I'm gonna see grow up out here, right? You're gonna keep coming and visit us, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Like Garrett Cole, the senior winner, he started calling with us when he was 12 years old. Now he was a little later bloomer than you. It took him 15 years to win, but he got his win this year. So what kind of call do you blow, Alex?
I blow a Riceland custom call.
If you could give some advice to younger callers, what would it be?
Work hard and don't stop every day. Blow that call every single day. Whenever you get free time, blow it. When you're in your truck, blow it. Can't stop.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you for coming out. Congratulations on your win. I hope to see you many more years out here.
Yes, sir.
You go to Rain High School, or where you
I go to Notre Dame High School.
What grade are you in?
11th.
You play any sports?
No, sir. I'll blow a duck call.
Concentrate on that duck call?
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
Well, the reason why I would recommend him because he's trustworthy. I mean, attention and love and respect of who you are, what you are, and the purpose why you came, he honors that. Once you're with Murphy, you got a friend.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Miss Alana McGarry heads up the program, the VIP program at the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries. Big crowd, great thing. Your third year.
Third year.
Tell us a little bit more about what y'all accomplished in the last 3 years.
In the last three years, we have trained over 250 volunteers that go out and teach people about Louisiana's great fisheries. So we hold an 8-hour workshop that volunteers will come out to, and they'll learn how to teach about fishing, about fisheries management. They'll learn about proper fish identification or fishing safety. And then once they go through that training, then they go out to the events that we get asked to go to, and they go out and teach the public. So they're able to carry on the department's mission for us.
Between you and the people that work at the Wildlife and Fisheries, let me commend y'all, because it's unbelievable. Y'all send us reports. Y'all been all over the state, ponds. I remember from Walker and Lake Charles, I came up north.
Oh yeah, they're
and
everywhere.
all the ponds, all the public places. Big turnout, 400 and some people I see here. Danica sends me pictures. I thank y'all so much. Danica, I thank you for being on the phone and keeping it informed. And you did a great job tonight.
Thank you.
Let's highlight something special, Mr. Bateman. He the big winner tonight.
He's
how
the
many
MVP.
how many hours y'all been thinking about? How many they've been recorded?
He did 152 hours, and that's just what we got on paper. So there's still plenty of time that he's volunteered for us that I'm sure that we didn't, get every hour, every minute. And so he spent a lot of time helping us with the department.
The last 3 years, all the people here, you got an estimate how many hours they've been put in?
I would say over 5,000 hours for sure, because we had just about 2,500 this past year.
Yeah. Last year was Slaughterhead, I was there. This year you was here in Baton Rouge at Sherwood Manor. Delicious food, thank you.
Thank
And the
you for
Sunday, they
coming.
must have knew I was coming.
Yeah, you won the raffle.
Thank you for
You
all
won.
y'all
You're
do
lucky.
at the Wildlife
Thank you.
and Fishing.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you too, Danica.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious, thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave and crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Well, the reason why I would recommend him because he's trustworthy. I mean, attention and love and respect of who you are, what you are, and the purpose why you came, he honors that. Once you're with Murphy, you got a friend.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Welcome back to Superior Bait and Tackle in Paradise, Louisiana. We're going to sort of combine the news report and the, I guess you call it the tournament report coming up. We only have one, and that was coming from the Southwest, the Junior Bass Masters at Bob Black. That was their final tournament of the year. They got their award ceremony coming up. But you see some of these local names. It was bluebird sky. It was cold in the morning and dry. They said the fish started biting them. You call them on the basic, the same thing, fish and spinner baits and the creature baits. But the weights were nowhere near what they've been all year. But there's still some fish being caught in the Bob Black area. The results, the 15 to 18-year age group, in first place, Connor Russian with Pride with 8.37. Second place was Wyatt Ensmingham from Pride with 6.43. And third place was Trace Day from Denham Springs with 6.35. Everything was close. Big bass was Connor Russian. In 11 to 14-year age group, first place was Trent LeBeau from Bruley at 3.88. Second place was Jackson Landry in Baton Rouge with 3.72. Third place was Joshua Shockley from Hammond with 3.43. It's only ounces separating all these kids. Big bass was Trent LeBeau with 3.88. 7 to 10-year age group. First place is Caden Sellers from Denham Springs with 5.74. Second place, Hunter Robinson, Denham Springs with 3.89. Third place was Jackson Rogers from Denham Springs with 2.2. Big bass is Jackson Rogers with 2.22. Elder Division, Larry Rushing from Pride with 8.7. Tom Insminger from Pride, third place with Brett Sellers. Big bass, Tommy Abbott from Greenwood Springs, 1.98. Most of the fish, like I told you, were caught on spinner baits and creature baits, but the fishing was tough. And it picked up late in the afternoon, but still, you can tell by the weights. If you're looking for it, they got the awards banquet. If you want to get in touch with anybody and do it, y'all get in touch with Cindy Bro or Jim Bro. And let me congratulate y'all again for a great job. Just growing by leaps and bounds. Let's keep it going. So if you need any information, you can't get them, you contact me, Gary, at ParadiseLouisiana.com. Now for the news. Well, the big news right now, there's a lot of things going on with the Gulf Council. You can go to their website and see what's going on, but right now the big news is coming out of the CCA and the Wounded Warriors. There's a joint venture between the Governor's Office of Federal Affairs. They're going to have a special red snapper season. For captains or individuals that donate their boat, they'll coordinate it and put these wounded veterans or the Wounded War Heroes, what they call this organization. It's a special season. You got to make sure you have all your offshore permits, which are free, and take care of them. You can contact CCA, the Veterans Affair, your local wildlife and fisheries. So that's the news. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. If you want to watch the news, don't forget there's two great sources out there. They got the Morning Advocate right now. Always the sports section, the outdoor section has all the news. And Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries and the Louisiana Sportsman Magazine.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
So what are you going to do with the speckled trout? That's right. There's just no doubt about it that this is a place where food is created differently from anywhere else in the world because it just couldn't happen anywhere else. We're a culture made up of so many different people, love of ingredients, love of cooking styles, and they all right here. At the end of the day, that's all Baton Rouge.
Benny's Unlimited Wash Club memberships start at $14.99 a month. Wash, rinse, and repeat every day. Join Benny's Unlimited Wash Club at one of Benny's 7 locations.
What's going on, guys? Perry Barris here with Down South Fishing Adventures TV. Let's smoke some big hammer trout today. Didn't manage to do that. I wound up catching quite a few quality trout. but not the big ones I was actually searching for. Tide was slacked out all day long. After the trout bite kind of slacked off, I went ahead and said, go ahead and go try to sight fish. Sun was out. The water was extra low, but the water was stained. Wound up popping off 5 reds, 4 keepers, 1 busted off. But what you gonna do? Out here catching some beautiful speckled trout right now. There's no tide. The tide is slacked off, really. The water temperature is probably about 50, 51 degrees. 30-pound braid. Good depth grip, got 1/8 of ounce jig head, and matrix shad, limbo slice. Let's see if we can go ahead and get one. And I tell you, that fish, I cast it way out there, I reeled it all into the boat, let it fall. Next 15-inch. Baby. Another healthy 16-inch speckled trout, all time. Caught this one a little while ago. I mean, right by the boat. Not bad. No tide. Redfish on fire right now. Trout bite was kind of early, then ceased. It's fishing in the marsh, about 10 foot of water. Just jigging like you would do normal time winter fishing. Just slow rolling it actually. Just letting it bump the bottom. I was fishing like a little shell bed, so that kind of worked out for me. I caught a couple of nice trout. I was actually trying to target bigger trout, and after that stopped, started doing this.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana fish fry. My new favorite, the Cajun fish fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
It's time. November's here. The World Series just came and gone. And we are catching nice speckled trout on you know where. Stay tuned for this episode of Dockside TV. That's a trestle trout there. It's pretty much the size of the ones you catch. This is a really big fish for anywhere, but here on the trestle, this is just an everyday fish. But what I was saying was, I'm finding that a lot of these fish are right up on the bridge piling on a fallen. We got a good fallen tide. So right now my boat's pretty far off the bridge just because I'm off the trolling motor. But once I get close up, once I get done putting this fish up, we're gonna butt that boat a little bit tighter to the bridge, and we're gonna make short casts, jig that deep 10 to 12 foot of water, catch some more of these big girls right here. Now right now we have a nice fallen tide. I personally favor the east side of the bridge on a fallen tide. I really like a fallen tide in the fall. And I like to fish with my matrix shad on a 3/8 ounce jig head, fishing it back with the tide. Now there is certain instances to where I will be on the western end of the bridge, western side of the bridge, shall I say, by simply going under on a fallen tide, but most of the time I like to start on this side. And this is rather redundant, as we've gone over this numerous times, but every year is a little bit different, you know. So every year we come out here, shoot another Dockside TV episode, and just try to give some good techniques on what's going on and what each year has to offer. Now right now we have crystal clear water. I'm looking at my lure right now. I can see about 2.5, 3 foot down, which is pretty clean. Switch to that Holy Jolly, seems to really be working. And this technique is pretty well known nowadays, but they call it all kinds of different things. The Pontchartrain pop. You know, it's simply you're jigging on the bottom. It's the same technique for bass as jigging with a, you know, deep water with a jigging pig. The big curveball that hits you here is having to fish it in tide. So you got to play the tide. It's going to move your bait around, but the whole key is to keep contact with the bottom. I'm going to throw it out there. Watch my line. All right, so it hits the water. I keep just enough tension, and I'm going to look at the bow in my line. When it goes slack, that's on the bottom. So I don't do anything till it goes slack. We're waiting. Boom, it just went slack. That's when I'm going to begin my retrieve with a series of pops. Pop, 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 railing you slack. Wait till it hits the bottom again. Pop, 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 railing you slack. Felt like I had a little bite there. And you're going to do that 3 or 4 times till you get back to the boat. Now there's some days where the fish are way off the bridge. You just got to pay attention to that. Today they've been tight to the bridge, so the second half of that cast is almost a dead cast. So I'm simply railing it in, getting it back to the next bridge piling. Now what you want to do is throw it right in front of the bridge pilings on the trestle. If you try to sneak it underneath the bridge, you're going to get snagged a lot more. Typically we're fishing right in front of the bridge. See if we can get a few more fish, but we like to pop it pretty hard. There he is. That's a good one. Come up and shake that head. Another nice one on the Holy Jolly. And as we get into this time of the year, this is the quality of fish that you're going to see out here. This bridge and all 3 of these bridges, this isn't known as fast action. This is very tedious fishing. You got to pay close attention. It's a grind. But 10 of these, I'll take this any day of the week over 50 little school trout. Oh, that's a good fish. Now there's a couple of things that you want to look for when you fish in the fall in an eastern Lake Pontchartrain. Number one, when you're trying to decide which section of the trestle to fish or any of the bridges, if you're ever going up and down the bridge and you're starting to see the loons congregating in a certain area, that's without a doubt. That means that there's a lot of bait there, and it seems like the loons and the speckled trout feed on the same style of bait fish. 95% of the time, anytime we see the loons in a certain area, this big specks are going to be right behind it. So pay attention to the loons. The other thing, as we saw today, is we were catching a couple of redfish up and along the bridges, which that's a good sign. You know, the bridges aren't really known for a hot spot for red fishing, but when I'm in the fall, when we're catching a few, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled throughout the entire fall for birds diving on shrimp. I'm sure that's going to happen here shortly. In any given day now, we're going to start seeing flocks of birds diving on shrimp, and most of the time, that's big, beautiful slot reds working up underneath the birds. So we're catching a few on the bridge already, so be on the lookout for the shrimp diving also. Right up tight to the piling, right where I like them. Got a nice hard falling tide right now. These fish are staging right up on the bridge piling. A little rat red here. That one kind of fooled me. But most of the trout have been in the same exact spot. Right on that first bridge piling. Right off the first pop. Oh yeah, good fish. Oh yeah. Now what you're looking for when you know it's time to come out here, fish the trestle, give it a look in the fall time. So whenever temperatures are going from that 80-degree summertime pattern, the water temperatures, the moment they start dipping into the 60s, it's time. And what I notice most of the days that I'm out here, especially in the fall, winter, when I grab a trout, he's cold. And that tells me that they're using, that's when they start using that concrete to their advantage of ambushing, you know, their prey and smaller fish, and that's the time to do it. So now's the time, guys, and remember, every year's the same. It's going to be somewhere between mid-October to mid-November. They're going to stage up on these 3 bridges, and they're going to stay here all through the winter until it gets too cold. If we have a very mild winter, they're never going to leave. We're going to catch them all the way through until that April, May, spring run. So make sure to check out all of our Dockside TV episodes on fishing the trestle. Simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then to check out all these Lake Pontchartrain videos on bridge fishing, just simply search Dockside TV, bridges or trestle, causeway, and get in on all of the tips and techniques on how to catch these beautiful trout. Until next time, good fishing. Make sure to stay up to date with all of our Dockside TV episodes. Simply hit the subscribe button right here on your YouTube channel. Stay up to date with all of the action going on around the surrounding areas as we catch multiple species of fish, from trout to bass to redfish, flounder, and even crappie. Make sure to hit the post notification button also, which will allow you to know when our next and freshest Dockside TV episodes are uploaded.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on. please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
I talked about this last week, man. Jordan Terry Hunter, he used to shoot camera for us, used to help edit, help Chris, a lot of things we're doing. He was one of our team players. He moved up to Tennessee. He's in the production field. He's also an entertainer in Nashville right now. He got records out. He is a great hunter. He been up there. He gets to hunt a little bit up there because he always comes back home for the holidays and hunts in family property. Well, Jordan found a place to hunt up there. He killed this monster. I talked about it last week, but I didn't get to show it. Jordan, you're a trooper, boy, and we miss you. We was hoping you'd come on back down and visit with us, but thank you for sending us pictures. Send us some video, man. Come on, we want to know how you're doing. That's good. So I'm going to jump right now into the fishing report, and I'm going to go to some fresh water. False River right now has been hot. There's people catching over there, and I say hot. You don't want to go out there on them cold days, but they've been having some days where they're catching fish right now in False River, and they're fishing around the piers. They've been cranking. They've been doing few things they do around the piers and catching fish. I got a picture from Steve Fontana sent me of Gene Andre. Gene Andre, one of the big movers and shakers in the New Roads area, the guy that backs high school fishing. He does anything that got to do with fishing. Gene is one of the best outdoorsmen and outdoor enthusiasts around the area. He's been fighting cancer. He's doing good, but he's also right now, he gets a few minutes and the weather gets right, he's fighting bass. Him with a big, good-looking bass. He come out of False River. Gene, we behind you, buddy. We keep praying for you. Keep on trucking. Bob Black, now, you see that through the report we got right here from them young kids. Depends on the weather, a bad day, but when that water is moving right now, there's some big fish being caught in the Bob Black area. So that's where they get Sackler coming from Lake Verret. I don't know on not the spillway side, but Pat's Bay area and Bay Natchez. I've been hearing some Sackler being caught back in those little canals where you find that clear water. It's a lot of muddy water coming around, but when you get back in the canals and the water starts falling, they're going to start finding those clear water, and them sackler are in them treetops and right up against the back or wherever you can find grass. Now, we're going to go to Coastal Report. Naturally, Lake Catherine has been my best report. Island Marina, the Wrigley's, Lake Runners. Y'all know what that I'm talking about. I'm talking about Chinkapin, Red Ear Bend. They're making another run. They're a little bit later than what they've been doing, but Mike Stevenson and Ralph Campanile have been catching them off their pier in the Wrigley's. They're using live shrimp. Ralph is going to do it a little bit better. He said if they're going to catch that live shrimp, he remember how we used to catch them in False River, the Chinkapin, or in the spillway, in them shell bottoms. He went and got him some night crawls. He ended up with 45. So he didn't send me a picture, though, but he gave me the report. The bass, everything. The southeast part of Lake Catherine in the drop-off of where most of the speckled trout, redfish, and everything are coming from. They fish in the drop-offs in Lake Catherine. And if you got any questions, let me tell you what. Call the marina. Call and talk to Miss Angie and talk to Joe at the bait shop. You talk to any of them. David, they will give you a report, or they'll tell you you're the captains. And if you don't know who to go with, call them. They got the best captains going right now, and they're all catching fish. Still depends on the weather. Don't say Gary was supposed to send me down here and they got a north wind blowing, a southwest wind blowing, and there's waves and it's muddy, and then you can blame me, but you're not being fair if you blame me. Joe Macalusa used to get that. You know, Joe, I used to call him one of the best weather forecasters around. But one of his best forecasts, he used to always say, don't give a weather report in November in Louisiana, especially around Thanksgiving when people are going to be off and it's a week old. So, Joe, I'm going to carry your advice right now, but the weather is supposed to be good. It's starting, his is Monday, Thanksgiving week. Rain's supposed to start and wane 2 or 3 days, but by Thursday, it's supposed to start clearing up. So y'all guys that are going to go after Thanksgiving, you should have a good weekend to hunt and fish. Going back to the coastal, Tommy Vidrain, I'm going to give a condolence. Tommy lost a son this past week. He was on the show last week going through, but he's been staying at the camp and putting his thoughts together, but they still catching fish. They're catching fish on the rocks right now. They free line shrimp, pokers when they can catch it, but they're still doing it. When the north wind blows, don't forget what he told you last week, fish off the bank. Fish off the bank, use top water. You can use those swim baits, whatever your favorite swim bait, use it. Don't be scared. Believe when the water is deep, 8 foot, let the bait go down. Dulac, Captain John, he sent me another picture. They back catching redfish on bait shrimp. So, and Delacroix last week, Ron Amy and Tom LeBlanc, he sent me a report, him and Cesar and Terry Adolph, they ain't did too good. And that's what I like about Tom. He gonna send you a report. It's gonna be good or bad. What day he was there, the weather wasn't right, west wind, whatever it was a bad trip, but he sends it either way. So if I was going right now, don't forget Cocodrie, don't forget the Dulac, don't forget all those areas right now in the marsh and Cocodrie, then people are catching redfish and speckled trout. Redfish are almost a given anywhere you go. Offshore, I haven't heard anything, so I'm not going to give you nothing. I'm going to say one more thing. I got a lot to be thankful for, especially my family. Thank God still blessing me with good health. Thank Chris Lecoq. Been doing a great job for Don and Buke and all those people that helped me through the years. You're not here today. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. And let's don't forget our veterans. I don't forget our veterans. Oh, Tom LeBron right there, he's a veteran, and he still takes care of us. Tom, good luck. I hope you get better. You might have to move away from Delacroix right now with all the way all these west winds have been going on and northwest winds. So keep in touch. Come back and see us next week. God bless you.
Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy. Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Help Foundation. Relief Windows. Experience. Quality Service. Catering Cajun. Creative catering from casual to corporate. Visit Baton Rouge, an authentic Louisiana experience. Murphy Law Firm, don't be a victim twice. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.